Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I just recently joined a series called Stash Diving that is hosted by my friend Rebecca Lockhart. And I could not be more thrilled about this because if you guys have been following me for a while, you all know I'm all about using up my stash. So super excited to join my first video for this one. So definitely look at the link below the description box because I'm going to have so many talented friends of mine in this community that are also participating. So be sure to check them out. But I wanted to come on here before I actually do a little fast forward and show you my process of what I'm going to be using today. So I have an All About Me pocket page album that I'm doing, and I'm using Studio Calico's I want to say it's 2 years ago when I subscribed to them, their kits. And so all the kits came with that year for each month this puffy sticker. So this is definitely becoming something that's consistent through my album of every time I do my monthly pocket page. I don't do weekly, I do monthly. And then this is what was in the kit. So I'm definitely focused on these colors. And even though this is kind of a little bit different, it still works with these fun, bright pastel colors. So I have to use it because, like I said, I'm being consistent. But I just wanted to show you real quickly that here are the 4x6 cards. Now, I don't limit myself to this. This is kind of the kit that I'm using because I'm trying to just use them all up and get them out of my room so I can reorder some new ones. But here's all the cards that I'm going to be using. And if for some reason something doesn't work out, this is where I'm going to stash dive. So yes, I stash dive for a kit that's kind of already pretty much put together. However, this is definitely not going to be enough to create my pocket page. Here's the two chipboards that I got that are actually going to be it's too early in the morning. It's like it's 6 o'clock. Work out perfectly for this month's spread. But like I said, I am definitely going to add some enamel dots, some wood veneers, definitely look over some more stickers to add to this collection. But at least I have my base already started, and it's going to be very easy for me just to go into my stash, quickly add a few things based on the colors that I have in this kit. All right, so okay, my friends, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first pocket or card that I always do whenever I start my All About Me Project Life album, I always start with the month card because that is the easiest one that I don't even have to think about. I just grab the acetate card from the previous month and go ahead and stick down the April on top of the March. Now for next month, for May, I'll be starting a brand new acetate card. What I usually do in order to have everything lined up is I will take that previous card, put the new 4x6 on top of that, and then just line the May circle on top of it. All right, so you're probably noticing right away, wait a minute, those are not, or at least this one so far is not the 4x6 that I showed you. So as I was further looking at the cards in that kit, I actually decided to go and stash dive. Like I said, I already knew I was going to do that for a lot of my embellishments, but I definitely wanted to do that for the 4x6 cards because I just wasn't wanting to use those cards along with this April month. I really like that green. And it's funny because I used to be like a very certain color palette, but now I am branching out and I am loving like mixing it all up in my album. So that green I absolutely love. And so I went into my stash. I found some old 4x6 cards that a friend of mine had. I think they were like doubles or triples. So she sent them to me. And so those are the cards that I ended up grabbing. I even used this one right here that was from a Studio Calico back in, what does it say, 2013 kit. I really like that peach along with the pink and the green, and I'm going to make that my color combination. So I'm going to use that. I have no problem using stuff like this that is like from Studio Calico, where it said what kind the name of the collection was. I just put a picture over it, and you will never know that that's what was underneath. And then here I have this one again. I have no idea who the manufacturer is at all. She just sent me a lot of duplicates and I just took them. They're very, very thin, but I don't mind because they're going to be in page protectors. So this is what I'm kind of going with. and I am really liking how that looks. Now, one thing about this series of stash diving, I had no idea until I just watched Rebecca this morning that the one rule that they had, her and Adam, was you can't have more of two from the same collection, which I actually, lo and behold, I did. The only thing I used was just those 3 or 4 3x4 cards that were in the kit. Everything else was not from the kit. I think I actually used a couple of chipboard pieces, but that's it. But as you can see, that huge pile right there on my left is my stash diving. That was me grabbing some more chipboard. I found these really old, I guess, labels from Jelly Bean Soup. And this is just me looking for the colors that I already have going on my cards and just finding any stickers or chipboard pieces that I want to add to them and just kind of embellish them up a little bit. So I found this one that says "Life is Sweet" when obviously we're at Disneyland. My daughter had just gotten her ears finally after all these years. She had saved up enough money to get her ears, and so she got those ears. And as you can tell, I don't even need to even announce that we were at Disneyland, but we were at Disneyland. And then I have a couple of photos. I'm really trying to be more present. And that's something that, again, all about me, that I had talked about in old videos of mine when I was creating my kids' first albums. I wasn't present. I hid behind the camera. I didn't want my picture taken. I never wanted to be in the picture. And it definitely shows in my kids' baby albums. And that is something that at my age I got over probably within these last few years. Not worrying about, oh, how I'm looking, just go, this is me. And that's it. And so I know that my kids are going to appreciate no matter what that I was in those photos. So definitely put myself out there. So anytime I have a selfie or anything, I add that to my All About Me album. And I definitely make sure that I'm a lot more present in my kids' albums. So then there's a picture of, like I said, a selfie and then a cupcake because, and I know those might seem two random photos, but those is where I wanted to place them. Is just me getting ready and my love, excuse me, my love for cupcakes. I am such a sweet tooth girl. I love my sweets. So I had this picture of, gosh, oh my gosh, I told you I'm losing my voice because I'm doing this voiceover in the morning before I go to work. But I love my cupcakes, and so I had to take a picture of that. All right, so anytime I add labels and they're not chipboard, if they're sticker labels, I like to have a little bit of dimension. So I went back into that kit because, again, I'm trying to stash dive. I'm also trying to use up some kits that I have because I told myself I refuse to get onto another subscription for Project Life until I actually use a lot of my old kits up because I have been subscribed to Ali Edwards and Studio Calico for quite a few years. So I have a lot of kits that I just haven't even broken open yet. So that is my goal. So I was like, okay, I need to get back into that kit and kind of see what I can use because I had this all of the best intentions of using up everything, and then I ended up not. So I ended up using the hearts, and then I needed a little something for that black and white heart 3x4 card, and that's again going through my stash. Found Glitz Designs. Anybody remember Glitz Designs? Yeah, I think they were long gone by like 2015. And it said live in the moment. And I thought that was perfect for what we're doing because, I was with my family for spring break and then I got together with my girlfriends, which hardly ever do, especially some of my friends that I see maybe once a year. And we went out for wine tasting actually this Saturday. And then I think I'm going to, oh, I went and grabbed these October afternoons. I really love these stickers, and I'm so glad that so many other companies still make them. Uh, and that is, I just like to have little house little words around pictures. So this one I'm going to put yum. The second one is going to be, or I thought I was going to type in let's go, but I felt like let's go and yum just kind of were way too different. Like I said, those were two different pictures that I just wanted to add in there. And so I ended up scratching the let's go, and I'm gonna, whenever I'm not sure of something, I definitely like to go back or keep on scrapbooking and try to figure it out. And I end up going to add a camera here in a few minutes. So here I am just showing you a close-up of everything that I did. And I'm going to call that layout done, but then of course I come back and I go, wait a minute, I now know what I want to do, guys. I want to add a camera. So there was 2 cameras that I saw, but I wasn't sure if any of them were going to fit. This one ended up being a little too big, so I put that back, and then I'm going to grab the smaller one that actually houses all the colors. So I'm showing you how it has the pinks, and then you see that little bit of aqua that are on the heart and on that hashtag good times chipboard piece. It goes perfectly with the camera, so it ties it all together. And now I can say that my layout is done. I'm not going to have any journaling because, again, it just kind of shows where I live. And so I'm going to do that. It won't be in the close-ups, but it will be in my actual album. And anyways, that's it, guys. So please take a look and down in the description box below to look at everybody that is playing along. Be sure to, if you like this video, to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you. So I hope you consider subscribing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.